going on, Aries? How are you doing? Hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be a reading for the month of June 2023. So in this reading, Aries, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy, some things you do not see coming, and also get some advice from your angels and spirit guides, and so much more for you, Aries, regarding June 2023. Before we begin this reading, though, I do want to take a moment, as always, to let you know that you are very welcome here in this space with me as we go through this reading, Aries, and I really do appreciate you in advance for taking the time to check this reading out. Now, if this general reading happens to resonate with you, Aries, definitely smash that like button, subscribe down below if you have not already for future updates. I would also really appreciate that. Without further ado, though, let's go ahead and pull the energy, see what wants to come through for you, Aries, for June 2023. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Aries. I don't know, I get good vibe, hold on. Let's see what we got, Aries. Wow. Aries, all right. It's almost like you're, some of you are going to be just jumping headfirst into something that you've been putting off for a very long time. Or there could be, what I'm getting is there's some sort of fear that you're going to basically be like, yep, I'm pretty scared of this, but I'm jumping anyway. Jesus, take the wheel. Okay, but before we get into the tarot, Aries, let's go ahead and start this reading off with some pre-shuffled oracle cards from the universe, some messages from the universe for you. The first energy you have from the universe for June is Paul the Venetian, experiencing grace. Share your gifts with grace, and waves of inspiration and love are coming to you here, Aries. And so this is really about your talent and honing your skills in June 2023. A lot of you are actually being presented, Aries, with a new skill that you want to take up. Okay, some of you, this is going to be a brand new skill. Whatever you're inspired to start, I'm getting it's a skill that you're going to translate into physical reality. You could make money eventually with it, maybe not up front for some of you. What you have to understand is whatever you're being inspired to do in June, you're basically being inspired by the divine. Okay, there's a difference between wanting to go into something so that you know, you're kind of trying to run away. You see people start careers all the time when they're trying to run away from themselves, or you're doing something for the wrong reason. You have to trust, Aries, that even though if there is a little bit of trepidation when it comes to jumping into this new inspiration, it's going to make you rich, and it's worth your while, and it's coming from a good place. The thing about Paul the Venetian is an energy that really calls you to tap into your talent, because all of us are graced by the divine with a specific talent. Now, when you look at the word talent and you actually translate it back into the Latin, the word talentum means sum of money. So for a lot of you Aries out there, that maybe you're working in a job that you no longer prefer, maybe you're talented in another area, because some of you that are already killing the game, it's almost like you're switching it or you're doubling down on it, but if you express your talent, you will become rich. That's just how it works. That's how this universe works. So whatever inspiration you have this month, it is coming from a good place. It's going to make you a lot of money. For some of you up front, for others of you, it will take time. For others of you, there's a lot of fear here, and I'm here to help you guide through that. I also have Kuan Yin, care and compassion, choose to be love, do what is right for everyone involved, and offer a helping hand. So as you do this, Aries, make sure that you do it in a caring way, but there is an alternative message coming through that's not usual for Kuan Yin, okay? There's something here about having mercy and compassion to those who do not believe in you, that try to talk you out of this new beginning that you're going to have in the physical world when it comes to your talent, when it comes to your inspiration, when it comes to starting something new. The quote that's coming to my mind is like, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. And what I'm trying to explain with this energy of Kuan Yin here is like suppressing your talent doesn't help anyone. A lot of you are convinced, oh, I'm not going to go at this full force because, maybe I'll ruffle people's feathers. Maybe I don't want to disturb my family, my friend, my partner's status quo by doing this new thing. They don't want me to do it, so I'm not going to do it. You're not helping anyone by suppressing your natural talent. All you're doing is conflict delayed is conflict multiplied. And so if you truly, it's like the same idea. It's like if you're sitting down with someone you care about, a friend, and you see them messing up, or you see them not really living their full potential, the true friend, the true grace of the universe would be like, hey, here's how you're messing up and let's move forward. It wouldn't be, no, you're not messing up. Fake. You don't want to be a fake. You don't want to be a phony in June. And a lot of you, there's this potential for you to slip into phoniness by not acting on your thing. Now, here's the thing. I hope you're paying attention, Aries. There's something about people making fun of you, or there's something about people not being on board with your true gift, with your true inspiration. Okay, there's something about that. In June 2023, Aries, what I'm picking up on for a lot of you is extend compassion, extend care, extend Kuan Yin energy, compassion and grace to those who least deserve it, in the knowing that they need it the most. Do you understand what I'm saying here, Aries? If there's something about a projection coming your way, Aries, and I'm getting this very strongly, and there's something about people could be calling you unhealthy for going for this, but it's really a projection of their own mind. Okay, so they may be saying, oh, Aries is going to start this thing, or they're going to see a lot of you're already in the process of something. People are going to see you jumping into something new, or people are going to see you doubling down on some sort of gift that's going to make you a lot of money. And for a lot of you, making a lot of money is tied up to this. People don't like it, but there's something about people saying, oh, he's so unhealthy. He's so unhealthy. And, this is something that can even happen in my life with me being like the autistic mystic, like people from my hometown, like, behind the scenes backstabbing and be like, oh my God, like, look at him. Look what he's like looking at cards all day. He's so unhealthy. And I'm just like, what a projection. Have fun with your Mickey D's Big Mac and watching the news. And do I look unhealthy? So people are going to project things onto you. And so the best thing you could do with this care and compassion is extend compassion to those who least deserve it, in the knowing that they need it the most, right? The people who I know for a fact are still hating. You should be effing ashamed. Like, that's how I feel when people, like, when I still get hate from, it's just a bunch of muggles anyway. It's just a bunch of people who don't understand the craft, or they don't understand how the world works. They don't understand that George Washington and everyone in power was an absolute occultist. Like, you don't know what you're looking at. So, and there's something where people don't know what they're looking at with you. And there's three types of people in life, Aries. There's people that make it happen. There's people that watch it happen. And there's also people that don't even know what the hell's going on. And a lot of you need to extend care. You need to extend compassion to those people who don't even know what's going on, right? They're eating, nothing wrong with it. I eat fast food every once in a while, not Big Mac, only the higher end ones. But what I'll tell you is there's going to be a lot of people, they hate their life, and they're looking at you and they're like, Aries, no, and it's just this projection. But what you do is don't provoke them. Just be like, you know what? Father, forgive them, for they know what not. They're so lost, it's like, I honestly feel bad. Now, you also have Hilarion Divine Healing here, and this talks about you taking time out for yourself and retreating, because there's something about Aries, whatever you're doing, you have a big opportunity to help a lot of people. Okay, Aries, when it comes to June 2023, there's something about don't overextend yourself when helping other people. Okay, there's something about help other people, but don't sacrifice your own development for other people's development. And it's almost like a lot of you are going to be entering into a joint venture. A lot of you are going to be entering into something completely new. It's for whatever's going on in your life, it's a physical new beginning. It's also something that you secretly love. And I'm just frustrated right now because I can sense, like, I'm totally tapped in, that I can sense that, like, there's a large group of Aries out there who know what their true talent is. Maybe you're meant to be, especially as an Aries, maybe you're meant to use that fire, but you're so worried about, oh, like, you know, these people are laughing at me and maybe they're my only friends, but I'm tuning into this percentage of Aries that you know what your talent is. Maybe it's using your body, maybe it's starting something and you're not gonna do it. And I'm just here to tell you, like, you're gonna go to your deathbed and you're gonna be like, I can't believe I didn't do that over these muggles. And it's just gonna be a joke. And so it's like, wake up now. Don't wait until you're on your deathbed. And this goes for any age. There's a lot of older Aries that need to take the same message. Everyone needs motivation. You can't be too old for that. What is this reading doing? So let's go ahead and get into the tarot now, Aries. Your opportunity for June 2023 is the Tower. The Tower card is all about, there's an opportunity for some sort of foundation in your life to be completely torn down. For a lot of you, this is really you destroying it's almost like destroying your own life on purpose. Aries, a lot of you, there's an opportunity for you to willingly put yourself in a precarious situation so that you make it, okay? This is something that I did when I dropped out of college and I drove to Las Vegas and I lived out of my car for 6 months in the scorching heat of Las Vegas, working, trying to make it. I put myself in that position because I knew that it was going to develop me. I knew that it's what my soul needed. And a lot of you need to almost, like, you know, stop eating the cake, stop wasting your talent, right? A lot of you are sitting there and be like, oh, look at the mystic in his look at his granite table and look at the mystic. Why does he do all that stuff with like, you know, like, how is he so wealthy, etc.? It's because I'm tapping into my talent, and all of you have the same thing. I'm not different than you. The reason I just get this attitude sometimes with Aries, because I could tell, like, some of you are like looking at me like, because you like to compare. You're like, oh, he's so, you know, he's so naturally talented, or etc. No, you're welcome. Your challenge, Aries, is the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords has to do with moving on, moving from choppy waters to calmer waters. And really your challenge is to burn the boats. A lot of you know the analogy, Aries, about when war, and this is an analogy you'll probably appreciate more than other people. When warriors wanted to conquer a new land, like, let's say we pulled up to some island and we're like, all right, we gotta conquer this island here, metaphorically speaking or physically speaking for the visual. What the warriors did when they landed on land, they said, okay, we're burning our boats. You know why? Because when you don't have the option to retreat, to go back on the boats, your brain's going to become alive and you're going to become active. There's something here with the Six of Swords about that. Now, for others of you with the Six of Swords, we're going to have to clarify in a minute. I just feel with that Six of Swords, Aries, there's something about travel could be a challenge for you. For a lot of you, in order to actually activate this inspirational gift that, you know, whatever you have to share, you have the Ace of Pentacles here in your overall general energy. That's a new physical beginning. That's an opportunity, a new start. A lot of you are going to have to move, what I'm getting. A lot of you may receive a call. A lot of you may be given this opportunity and you need to move to make it happen. Okay, so there could be like for a lot of you, there's going to be plans about where am I going to live? I need to get a new house. I need to get a new apartment. We need to sell this, sell that. For others of you though, it's not required, but it would be wise. The best thing that I could ever, like, I keep telling you about that story about, like, when I lived in Vegas for like a year and a half and then 6 months of it I was in my car. The reason I did that is because it forged a new identity. Like, if you're staying in your hometown, that can be powerful. You can have the root, you can have the support, but it's almost more challenging because you have past habits that are tied to it. Now, we're gonna clarify all that. Some of you may be going through a really bad breakup, by the way, and I do feel that. Now, on a less personal, individualistic nature, the Tower in your challenge, the Tower in your opportunity, the Six of Swords in your challenge. For a lot of you, you are going to have to end a relationship. I'm getting this. For a lot of you, this is someone who you may have had a thing with on and off. This could be someone that you, for some sort of reason, maybe you had sex with them, like they're some sort of friends with benefits person. For others of you, this is going to be your boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, husband, whatever it is. It's like there's some sort of conscious willing to end it. And for a lot of you, for a lot of you Aries, this has to do with your career, because someone's holding you back in career, not for all of you. Now, in your overall general energy, you have the Ace of Pentacles. There's a fly. For some reason, the flies always come out in the fire signs. You have the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Strength card, and you have the Queen of Cups. Beautiful energy for you. A lot of you are going to tap into an inner strength you didn't know was there. A lot of you, by the way, I'm not trying to scare you. If you've been ignoring your talent, if you've been ignoring your gift, maybe it has to do with spirituality, maybe it has to do with physicality, maybe it has to do with the mind, whatever it is for you, your specific talent, or even if you've been putting off discovering honestly and openly what that is, because that can be an extremely scary and painful process, then the Tower is almost like the universe's and basically like you're a target for the universe. And so some of you may experience an accident. Some of you may honestly, and this is like for a very small percentage of you, so I'm not going to go harp on it, but just expect the unexpected. It's your opportunity. But here, this is improving physical health, new opportunity in the physical realm, big opportunity when it comes to the Ace of Pentacles, starting something new in the physical. It's going to make you a lot of money if it comes from your inspiration as well. You also have the Strength card, which is about blending that animal side of you with the higher self. And I feel like this is related to the Kuan Yin energy of, remember, extend compassion to those who deserve it the least, in the knowing that they need it the most. Those people sitting, they're why. Aries 8th house, so you call me Osho Jr. I know you hating, but you still watch my consumer. So there's people sitting on their couch watching me like, wow, I can't believe this guy. He's so mentally ill. Oh my God, look at what an embarrassment. Nice projection there, Steven. You mad backwards. Okay, sorry. Yeah. The Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups, the Strength card, and you're gonna love this. Whatever this new beginning is, there's gonna be a love here. For a lot of you, once again, the Strength card to the Queen of Cups is you having the strength to walk away, Aries, from some sort of love relationship there early, or there could be a new one that pops up, especially for those of you, Aries, what I'm getting, for those of you in a situationship, you're not fully committed, but you've been like, let's just say like you're banging them. There's almost someone else that's going to come in where you're going to have to be like, okay, we need to end that so I can move on to the new option. Now, when it comes, Aries, to what you don't see coming, you have the Five of Cups in reverse, you have the Nine of Swords, and you have the Death card. This is whatever you don't, there's some sort of major thing that you're going to have to let go of when it comes to your emotions here, Aries. The Five of Cups in reverse, the Nine of Swords, and the Death card. I really feel like it's you, honestly, letting go of anything that is holding you back from starting your inspiration, from unleashing. Like, you see me unleashing my inspiration in these readings. Maybe it's not perfect, but I'm doing my best, and you know that. And that's all the universe is asking you to do, Aries. It's just asking you to show up. It's not asking you to be successful. If you fail, you don't start again from the same place. You start from a place of knowledge. I had a YouTube channel before I popped off. I learned from it. And so a lot of you are just dissolving this fear of failure, dissolving what other people think of this inspiration, and really looking at it from a new perspective, and could be one of the deepest transformations of your life. Now, alternatively, for a lot of you, Aries, you're going to be helping someone through this process. Now, like, there's a lot of people in my life who like are around me that I'm also helping them through this, but they're kind of like at a more beginning stage that I've already been through. And that's where the Hilarion thing, if this is not like all you, it is partially you no matter what with this process. There could be someone around you you're helping through, and you're kind of being a guide to them because you've already been through it. For those of you that have not really been through it, then it's on you. But now when it comes to, there could be some sort of, I don't know, when it comes to your advice from your spirit guides, you have the Devil, the Three of Swords, and also the Seven of Pentacles. You have the Devil, the Three of Swords, and also the Seven of Pentacles here. This is you really walking away from something that you've invested in, or at least changing what you've invested in. Once again, whatever, a lot of you are not going to give up your career, but you're going to have to relate to it differently as you act on this new wave of inspiration. Or a lot of you, the way that you've been doing something inspiringly, or your career, you're going to have to like do it differently. The devil has to do with toxicity. The Three of Swords has to, toxicity, like just unnecessary things holding us back. The Three of Swords has to do with really deep heartache. And the Seven of Pentacles is something that you've already put time into. That what I'm getting is that you're afraid to let it go. That's why the Tower is here as the opportunity, and the Six of Swords is the challenge. The Six of Swords challenge, it's hard for you to walk away from something that you've invested in. For a lot of you, this is going to be a relationship, but whether it's a relationship or whether it's your career or whether it's you're worried about what these peers are thinking about you, hopefully are not anymore, because I'm literally obliterating all that resistance through my power of provocation. No matter what it is, it has to do with this. It has to do with this Ace of Pentacles, okay? So, with that being said, let's go ahead and start clarifying and see what wants to come through for you, Aries. Now, let's go ahead and clarify what the Tower is here in your opportunity. What is this Tower doing here in the opportunity for Aries? Yeah, death to choices. Who cares how you feel as well? Like, Aries, the Tower is clarified by the King of Cups and also the Seven of Cups. On the one hand, for some of you, this definitely has to do with a relationship, and because the Tower is the opportunity, if you've been around someone, once again, friends with benefits, boyfriend, girlfriend, marriage, that you know deep down is holding you back in your career or holding you back from your inspiration, maybe it's a new path of inspiration that you're already killing one thing, now it's another thing, then yeah, you really want to question this love. How is it going to hold me? Is it giving me more? It might look like it's giving me more up front, but what's going to happen in a few years, Aries? You're going to be washed up, kid. I don't want to see that happen. The universe doesn't want to see that happen. No one wants to see that happen besides the little biatch in your brain. And so there's something about that. Now, for others of you, if there is no love situation and you're like, I don't care about love right now, I don't have a person, well, I feel like all of you do to a certain extent. But anyway, the main first message that I got, the Tower to the King of Cups to the Seven of Cups, Aries, death to choices. Stop overthinking it. Stop. And a lot of you, you know that you're talented in so many different areas, so it's hard for you to pick one. But what I would advise you to know, or I would inform you, is that all threads of excitement lead to another one. First seek the kingdom of heaven, and then all things shall be added unto you, Aries. What does this mean? This means a lot of you are bugging right now. A lot of you are like, well, I can't pick that one because then that will take away from this one. That means you don't understand metaphysics. I'm not from here, Aries. I'm not from here. That's why I can explain all this to you. I don't want to freak you out. But then you go back, well, then you are different than me. No. What I'm trying to say, Aries, is a lot of you are saying, I'm afraid I'm going to miss out on this if I give up this talent. No, they're all going to come together. When you follow your highest excitement, all you trust is that feeling in your heart. You don't overanalyze with the head. This is about getting into the heart. When you do that, it leads to all threads of other excitement. Now, right, at the beginning, I was like, I can't be a spiritual YouTuber because then I'm not going to be able to surf. Then I'm not going to be able to do music, then I'm not going to be able to work out, then I'm not going to be able to, all these things I was worried, I'm going to lose this part of myself. Now I can do it all because it will lead you to there. So a lot of you, if it's not that, it's just about stop thinking you're a genius in everything, Aries. There is at a certain point, you have to, everything comes with a sacrifice. And what I'm getting from this reading, Aries, is a lot of you here, you're overthinking, yes, there is going to be a sacrifice. When you choose something, that means you give up the other thing from a more human level. Yes, when you choose this, you give up this. If you're going to, for me, it's like doing this whole career, the spiritual career, I'm not in as good shape as I could be. My body is hungry do you know that? Do you know that I'm starving every day, that I don't eat until 4 or 5 p.m. at night? Every day I'm waking up, I'm like, man, I really want an egg sandwich. Man, I would love to just stuff my face, but I need to do these readings. And if I do these readings, when I have food in my stomach, it's going to cloud me. I'm not going to be as intuitive as I could be, so I'll make the sacrifice. But do you know what? That is better than just giving into that little bee in your head. And so I'm a little lost now. So, let's just do this a little bit. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here in your overall general energy? Why is the Ace of Pentacles here for Aries? Well, the first thing is you have an opportunity to go real fast if you just double down, Aries. You have the Chariot here. The Chariot is a vehicle to get you where you want to go as well. The Chariot is blending, okay? You see the dark Sphinx, you see the white Sphinx. There's something about, if people hate you, it's just free energy. I love haters. Why do you think I'm starting to like talk crap in these readings a little bit more? Because I'm just like, I'm not getting enough of it. I'm trying. I don't know what it is. I can't get it. Or it's just behind my back. Give me it to my face. Someone, please. No, be careful what you ask for. Here's the thing, Aries. The Ace of Pentacles is clarified by the Chariot, the Ace of Wands, the Hierophant, the Death card, the Hermit, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles. Share your gifts. Don't be afraid to disconnect from what you've already invested in. Don't be afraid to disconnect from what you've already invested in, because there is something that your true power, your true talent is meant to come out. Look at that beautiful combination. I've never seen a more beautiful combination than that, Aries. So grab your genitals and go for it.